Hi folks, today I thought we'd chat a little bit about the lever action rifles that are very popular in the United States. We've got three different examples here. We have a 22 version, a 38 357 version, and then the classic 30-30. The bottom rifle here, we've already manually inspected to verify that these guns are unloaded. We'll go ahead and do it again. No rounds in the chamber, no rounds in the tube here. So we know that this gun is unloaded and safe. So what we have here is the Henry lever action 22. These are really fun to shoot and very, very popular for folks who are wanting to learn to shoot and understand really the action associated with a lever action rifle. They're loaded via a tube and a tubular magazine, which is right here, and you can see that you will drop a round. Obviously the tip of the round, the bullet end, is facing forward. You drop the round in. This tube then slides down on top of it. There's a spring in the tube which pushes the rounds and compresses them in the magazine tube here. As you cock the hammer, that will bring a round up, seat it into the chamber as you close the action, and boom, you're ready to fire. So one of the things I like about the 22 lever action is the ability to teach new shooters how to use it, and very safe rifle to shoot, because obviously if that hammer is down, they've got to manually cock it or work the action to cock it, and in either case it's a deliberate action. Also, you can only fire one round at a time. You have to work the action each time. So again, great rifle for teaching young shooters how to shoot and how to shoot safely. It's also a lot of fun, and this gun here, this Henry, shoots pretty much any kind of 22 ammo, including the 22 short. And the 22 short is a great little cartridge, no recoil whatsoever, soft soft shooting round, of course, and again, good for little kids and kids who are learning for the first time. So it'll shoot any ammo, or at least any ammo that I've ever had, whether it's standard velocity, high velocity, low velocity, super soft, quiet velocity like the Colibri stuff, not a problem. So great little rifle, and I think I paid used for this $140-50, like it was a couple years ago. And it had been obviously used quite a bit, and it's been used quite a bit more, thousands of rounds more, and durability-wise, standing up fantastically. One of the nice things about the actions on the Henry rifles is they're silky smooth. I mean, they're just, wow, they're great. And so when folks are working with it, and especially, again, not young shooters, folks who don't know, it's very easy for them to manipulate that and gain a level of confidence that you want when you're teaching folks to shoot. The second rifle in the row here is a Rossi 92, and this rifle shoots 38s and 357. Again, we're going to go ahead and do a quick inspection. I've already checked these, but you never ever want to assume that you haven't, so we checked everything. Like the conventional 30-30 and the Winchester 94, its loading plate is right here, so you feed the rounds in, and the rounds go up into the tube. As you work the action, then what happens is the round is brought up from this lip here into the chamber. As you close the action, the gun hammer is then cocked, as you can see, and you press the trigger, boom. This rifle, shooting the 38 or the 357, is fabulously fun to shoot. So we have an example on the left of a 357 cartridge, in this case a jacketed hollow point, and just a round lead nose 158 grain 38 on the right. This gun would be a very good gun if you couldn't own a conventional black rifle, or a some larger type. Let's say you just couldn't own any kind of full-size cartridge, rifle cartridge, for whatever reason, and you just weren't comfortable with that recoil, but you wanted to own one gun. The nice thing about this is this lever action rifle would do a very, very decent job for you with the 357 as a defensive cartridge. You could also use it for hunting small game, So it adds sort of that benefit. So it might be, for some people, a good rifle to consider if you only had one rifle, one gun, and let's say you're shooting a revolver, you own a 357, so you want to have some redundancy in the rounds that you shoot, and in that case, a 357 would be a great caliber to choose from. Rossi, Marlin, all the manufacturers also make the 44, lever action of 44. That would probably be the best overall choice in terms of both a hunting cartridge and a defense cartridge, especially if you had a 44 Magnum revolver in partnership. So I really like this rifle. I've had a little bit of work done on this, but the action is just silky smooth. So I had that polished up a little bit, and it's just very easy to shoot and get a quick turnaround time. So I purchased this from someone who was in cowboy action shooting and decided he wanted to get out of it. I got a great deal out of it. He was happy, I was happy, and have this beautiful little 38 357 lever action rifle. The last rifle at the top of the table is the quintessential classic Winchester 94. The Winchester 94, of course, has been around well over 100 years, this action, this design. Again, we have an unloaded firearm. We always check. And this is fed, again, through a plate, a side plate right here, and that side plate you feed your rounds in, and it shoots, in this case, this rifle shoots the 30 round, a very good intermediate cartridge, certainly good for deer out to a reasonable range. You know, you don't want to get out past 100 meters or so, but certainly you know, inside of that works very, very well, and one of the most popular cartridges for deer hunting in the United States. This rifle's been around for a long time, and a lot of people equate this rifle with deer hunting. I certainly do, and love it. A lot of fun to shoot. What we're going to do a little later is actually go out to the range and shoot these different rifles to give you a sense of different recoil and just sort of what it looks like when you shoot. I love lever actions. They are fantastically fun, especially if you've got some steel, and we'll see if we can't put some steel plates out on the range today, and actually just, you know, plank away at them. You will find a lever action 22, for example, like the Henry, one of those guns that you can shoot for hours and hours and hours and not have it cost you very much, and have you be the most popular guy in the neighborhood when the kids come over, and you get to shoot that out in the backyard if you're so lucky to do that. So we're going to head over to the range here in a little bit. Thank you for watching. I hope you'll subscribe to the channel, and if you like this video, just click on the little like box at the bottom of the video on the left side. Thanks, and more to come.